Hand clap to the master, guys. We're definitely back again for another reaction. And of course, big up the Mystelics family for tuning in to yet another reaction video. And of course, the new comments are there. Big up yourself as well for definitely tuning in to another this year reaction video. If you've not done so, definitely subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get all the videos as they tend to come through right there, guys. I'm gonna be dropping two videos, reaction videos, right there. This one, of course, deals with SHEBA answering the Prime Minister on his dirty ways, man. His dirty smelling ways, man. Prime Minister had too much dirty ways. And of course, the next one I'll be doing is on the gas and some other stuff right there. The rising prices, guys. Prices Dominica going up. Interesting. We'll check that out in the next reaction video right there. But let's check out this video of SHEBA answering the Prime Minister, you know, on what he had to say. We'll go for the whole thing right there. Let's go, SHEBA. Talk to them, man. Talk to the dirty.
My face.
Yes.
That is the monster face. I just wake up and I don't have no time. All you know, I doesn't even brush hair and do all kind of nonsense. I don't have time for that.
No time for brushing hair, man.
Kyle tag me in a thing there. SKERRIT, you out of order.
You rude.
You are out of order.
Rudy, rude.
So now you're reaching them. You're not leaving them for me.
He's a waterfront, man.
You on the Prime Minister seat. So you lose all respect for those people that vote in and putting you on these seats.
But there's one thing, for you to be dissing the very people that vote for you. That is boy, you mad. I'll even make SHEBA put red clothes on. Labor powder. I don't know if you read that day, but hey, let's continue.
Long ago they says your mother that put you on these seats. But even if she used whatever she used to put you there, it's still people that have to vote for you to go and sit down there.
I don't think so, no. I think it's the people that put him there on the basis that he was young and they say, hey, let's give him a chance, let us see what he can do. They give him 18 years and he just scrubbed the whole country. But they're still there because they get little bits and pieces of little money. The little change they get in. They quass. While billions overseas, they're getting quass. And they complain that they can't fix school. And all kind of thing. Well, they say they building school. No, papa.
So now, the same people, my Dominican public, my people, you calling them damn stupid. After you put them in the position that they are now.
Oh, you mad. There's something else, who is the reason why they're causing the economy to go down? The Prime Minister. 100% his fault. Because you're not doing nothing with the growth engines in Dominica. Where's agriculture? Now you're trying to go back to agriculture after you say, if not CBI, what else? So apparently, we know what else now. You're trying to go back to agriculture. Tourism, we don't compete. We're 20 years behind. Much of the other countries, St. Lucia, 200 and something ahead of their previous year record. 200 or 600. But that is a heck of a thing right there anyways. And over the other things, construction is going to overseas people. Reno, we passed Reno. If you guys saw the vlog, by the way, guys, check out the vlog that I did. I made a number of Mystelics family and whatnot. Check out the vlog. Actually did on we went to an island too and there was an earthquake and whatnot. Check that out. That'll be in the first comment in the comment box below. If Reno them set up post in somewhere in Woodford Hill, Lubia area, and another one in Jimit, I think Jimit, Belfast area. What are the places there? Overseas people taking all the jobs. But we're talking about elevation, how people can make money. The truckers have to come together. Truckers come together to try to fight because they're not getting jobs. Gas station people have to come together because they're checking, but there's trouble. We need assistance. We have to talk about that, boy. I have to tell you, school teachers, nurses, everybody, every policeman, everybody come together complaining about the Prime Minister, and all you don't realize what's going on here. Well, no, okay, let's continue.
They have to be begging, whether they beg in Dominica, whether they beg in Rose, whether they beg in St. Joseph, whether they beg in all constituencies.
Before you continue, and you're not burning me again, guys, the fact that the Prime Minister them has been raising their salaries 3 times. I heard there was another one. I know 2 times for certain, but I heard there was another one right there. And the last one they increased it by 50%. And you know what they're giving civil servants, the very people who put them in position to do things for themselves? They give them $10 to $20 increase. Boy, hey! $10 to $20 per year, not per month, you know. Per year. Look, we here in the St. Kitts Prime Minister them trying to increase their salaries by 10%. And they're trying to give the unemployed people $1,000 per month. You don't think some? Yeah.
You are the one that put them in that state of beg.
100%.
Whether they beg overseas, is you that put them in that state.
And man begging for free flight just to come to Dominica to vote to go back way, because they cannot afford it themselves, it seems. So they're taking the free flight. Some people can afford it. They want to come and get the free flight, and they put in the country in more turmoil just for them to go back overseas to do what? To then send barrel down to Dominica. boy, people wicked me. The Prime Minister wicked true, but the people themselves are equally wicked. I always remember Professor Lumbumba saying the people get what they truly deserve. Truly deserve, Father.
And now you want to come and say, if it's that they want to do, SKERRIT, how much work you open for them to be able to enter in some place and ask for a job?
Boy, guys, which one of us actually doing what we go college for? Which one of us? Very few people. I end up being a simulation technician until they had to bring me, because my videography skills kind of preceded my technician skills, and they actually included that in my job description because I was good at it. They literally still bypassed the audio visual department and brought me in for me to do the videos instead of audio visual. Imagine that in Ross University. My own thing I created. I didn't go and learn videography in school. I learned it from just practicing from BrBpTV, my video company, and so forth, and elevating and going to a number of places, meeting a number of people in the high society. I was in Indiana, Hollywood, California, New York, a number of places, and learning different bits and tricks. But what I go school for, I'm not doing it now. It's like school is a waste of time, brothers and sisters. But we'll talk about that some other time. Let's continue.
Children go in school. They have their certificates. They have how many degrees, diplomat, all kinds of a thing.
Boy, I tell you what, as you talking there, on the basis I remember in the people I go school with, some of them valedictorian, some of them did well, some of them they used to come out first, second, third. I mean, I was in the 6th and 7th, and sometimes I used to be 3. I think I take up 2 one time or whatnot in these things, because it was very competitive back in my days when it comes on to schooling. I mean, I'm good in academics, don't get me wrong, but I'm much more better when it comes on to the practical side of things, doing all kind of things with my hands and this kind of thing. So I pretty much all rounded. But understanding that the youths, the people I go school with, the very, very smart ones, and you seen them today, like, really, you sure you went to school now? You sure you went to school? Because they're doing things that have nothing to do with their schoolwork. Some of them are cashiers. Not that nothing wrong with cashiers, but you go school for you to get a better education, and you're a cashier. You cashier something because that is the only job you can get, and you pray God that is you keep that job. And sometimes it's a pull string for other people. I know people in certain positions are not supposed to be there. You I go to some people, some girls in college, and they know they have position. Boy, I tell you. But anyway, let's continue.
Yet still, they will send in their CVs, and their CVs will come back to them. No jobs available for them. You
know why, SHEBA? SHEBA, I'm going to tell you why. You know why? It's because of that very thing you seen right there, SHEBOX. Because that jobs in the place, SHEBA. Business is closed down under the Dominica Labour Party government. All of these 103, and projects started. Night landing. Well, I think night landing still going, but not as relevant as it's supposed to be. Coffee plant, Moroccan hotel, but we have to have Anichi to that. They point cement, they say, but with so long that thing building, so long it never finishing, Papa. 22 years, man. Ross University Pavilion, Scotia Bank, shipwreck, French banana, but all kind of thing by. All sorts of things. Look at business just opened up the other day, closed down. It just opened up, It didn't take a month, the business closed down. So all this business is SHEBOX. So if all this business is closed down, Magoisa SHEBOX. I mean, if it closed down, you can't just go in this people place it that work. So obviously they cannot find work to do, and as a result of the economy. The economy is the reason why these things have closed down, brothers and sisters. You know why? Because they were once open and doing well. Even BrBpTV, I remember BrBpTV was a... What? How you cannot go Rose and don't go BrBpTV? How you could do such a thing, brothers and sisters? If you don't go this time, you must go next time. Because the nice ice cream and the food, they have their playground for children where they come and vibes and socialize and chill, relax. If you want to go on a little date, Magwisa, I've been on a few dates there myself. So I know how nice it is, brothers and sisters. But these places are closed down now. Children today will never understand the great fun that we had at BrBpTV. Never. That's crazy right there, brothers and sisters. But let's continue. Let's go back to SHEBA, man. Dominica
is a country that should be bright.
It's
a bright country, but you have turned it black.
But it's true. When you went on the trip on to Les Saints, we were talking to some of the individuals there, and they were telling us from Dominica about Dominica back in the day, how nice Dominica was. They used to live there, go Dominica, spend a month or something, go back where they come from, and then come back again. Any little thing they wanted to do, they had to go shopping, they would come to Dominica. They were telling us these things. The man say, one of the fellas that was there, he said, never go back Dominica. For 20 years, he never go back Dominica.
Not that, you know. Because that can turn gray. You have turned it black.
Dark as night.
Darkness.
Dark.
You put in Dominica.
No essay.
People cannot even choose work. People cannot choose. Look at a little country like Antigua. No river.
You talking about Chihuahua? You going far? You going far, Shebox? Let's go. You talk about Antigua. Look at St. Kitts. St. Kitts not smaller than Antigua, na boy. St. Kitts, we. Little St. Kitts, we. I have my family and friends up there watching the vibes that they're doing and they enjoy life. Boy, hey. That's why some of my friends, I tell them, well, most probably have probably a few friends are remaining here. Majority of my friends leave. Some in the United States, some in St. Kitts, some in a number of places across the Caribbean. England too. Even one of them in Australia. Understand what the situation happening in Switzerland. Anyways.
No rivers. Dominica, a country with river, sea, waving. It have waterfalls all over the place.
But SHEBA, it have water coming from under the ground. We have water coming from on top the sky. We have water on the ground. And we have water coming from under the ground. The source. Steam turning into water and creating the source.
Morning, Roy. But you have not put anything in place. That is a place people should desire to come and stay. Dominicans overseas should want to even come and stay in their country. Relax themselves. They shouldn't even be going through all those cold weathers they're going through.
True. But SHEBA, that is what the Prime Minister said. He said the very thing you say in there, SHEBA. The man literally said that Dominicans overseas will want to run. Not walk, you know. Would want to run back into Dominica. That was about 2 elections ago. Not the last 2019, the one before it. He said they want to run back into Dominica because things will be booming. So you cannot say it's the Rona that caused that. Because it's not last election that happened. It's the previous one before. No Dominica tried to run in. Well, I know a few that tried to come into Dominica and run in. They take their time. Coming to try to do business in Dominica only to be on a circle. They're in a loop. They're checking out. They lost a lot of money. Come and listening to what the Prime Minister said, and they say they can never trust the Prime. But boy, you mad. I have evidence, you know, boy, of people who have tried to come to Dominica to set up. Listening to the Prime Minister say they give them incentives and this kind of things here. Nothing. Not a black senders people make. Trying to build back in Dominica and help Dominica and whatnot, and they have the initiatives to do so. It is a heck of a thing for the people of Dominica not to be able to do, but people overseas have an initiative coming to Dominica and they cannot do so. Whose fault is that?
Already made a way for Dominicans to be independent in their country, but you failed. You failed.
But it's a dependency state making, or has made, not is making. The very point of people going to the Prime Minister for them to pay their light bill. How you hear that happening? Why places and send kids talking about they want to give the unemployed money because they have surplus. They have surplus to their GDP. I talking about, you know, guys. You know, hey, it's one thing when you understand the economy for what it is and what it can have and the potential that it has, brothers and sisters, and knowing that we can do much better, and that is a huge problem because we know we're not going nowhere in Dominica.
Miserably.
Miserable.
Money.
Miserable.
So I want to know the money you spending on people. What kind of money that is? African movies I just watch.
Yes, sir.
And in those things, when you see those people just go for, what is the name of those things those people just go and do?
Spoiling the money.
Sometimes they having money on top money, and their demons just tell them not to spend it on their family.
Because something, they probably spoil the money. So if the money, I saw a video of that, you know, guys, of a guy talking about money. Let me see if I get it. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, guys, I just got it right there. This is it. Take a listen to this right there.
See how much wind it have. Just look at the wind. Whole day it windy. Whole day. Since morning, that $5 there on the ground. And that don't move in. Whoever they said that for, that well said. If it's $100, I pick it up. I know somebody wouldn't waste $100 to spoil somebody.
You would be surprised, buddy.
But for $5, see how much wind that blowing.
Alright then, let's go back to SHEBA. So when man want to come and spoil man and take thing, well, you have to be careful who you taking thing from. I always remember my grandparents saying, be careful who you take food from. Be careful who you take food from. If you don't know that person might be your close friend and thing, but if you don't know how that person, person living, and you don't know the person as a good person, you don't know much about the person, do not take thing from people. That's why sometimes some people just ask me if I want certain things from them, and they might find me phony or something like that. Not that I feel like you can't spoil me. But I just don't feel like taking things from people. That is just the way I am. I grew up with that mentality. Do not take things from people. That is how I grew up. But anyways, let's continue right there. So when all you going and trying to take things from SKERRIT and people giving all you thing and thinking that thing ties to it. That is why probably we wondering if it have a curse in Dominica. Maybe because of the amount of money they were giving, they spoil the money they give to the people them mashing up their brain or something, and they cannot function properly. Anyways, let's continue, guys.
So they're spending it on all other people, but their family in misery cannot eat from that money. So I want you to tell us, Dominicans, if you in that.
What do you mean? Of course in that. The man go Cuba and the other day for a partner that in Freemasonry. You don't think the Prime Minister in Freemasonry and this kind of things there? And all the things, the blood. Well, let me leave that alone before you two come for me. But there's certain rituals that they tend to take place in when they reach in certain levels. And those kind of things that they give them different awards. Just like I mentioned in the video, there's cause and effect. They kill the economy. People are asking, help me. They give them stuff to help them. They feed them with their needs. The people say, thank you. Not realizing the very people that killing the economy is the people that feeding you now. And you're telling them, thank you. Not realizing they are the ones bringing you in that position where you have to beg them. Making them now kings. We see the Prime Minister bill. We'll talk about that in the next video, guys. We'll talk about that in the next video, man.
Tell us if you're in that. Why you not making it possible for our people, our young people, and our elderly people, and whoever, not to go on the streets of Roseau and beg for PELAU? Is you not making them beg?
Hey, Jonilia there too, Hey, Jonilia. Jonilia there with the PELAU, boy. Yes, Jonilia. Jonilia laughing, boy. Big PELAU, yes. Joniliux. Bonfire, boy. Yes, Jojo. And Melo right there. By the way, guys, in Jazz and Creole, I saw Melo. I was going to interview her. She was waving hands up, hey. And then one of the security guards, I guess, of her told her not to do the interview with. These guys, man. Anyways, let's continue.
PELAU, you out of order. You out of order for you to be coming and tell those people if they're not too damn stupid. They're stupid true because they continue to vote for you. I don't know what spell you have on them.
Look it there. That is a prime example of what I've been talking about. They're eating good. There's billions of dollars they have. And they're giving them a few $100. Some getting like $1,000 and whatnot. That is what they're getting, while the billions on top there. They're eating good on top. They're building big houses now for themselves. Talking about they take loan and what have you. Who will talk about that, man? No free.
Because you will give them MEPWI all year long. But when it's election time, since you put a whole caution in their hands.
Yes, the dregs. They like the dregs.
Caution in their hands to seize them. I will tell them what to do with them.
Because they're hungry. They want to eat. They're hungry. They're hungry. I'm hungry. Who you go for, guys? When you dying of hunger, you say, boy, I'm hungry, boy. I need something to eat, boy. And the man, if a bread come and tell you, I'll give you bread if you stay loyal to me. Versus the man telling you, I don't have no, but I can definitely do something for you in the future. Help build up something so you can then generate. A hungry man cannot work. A hungry man hungry, you want to eat? No, so of course he's going to go for the man in the bread, not realize that he's giving up his own freedom. That is the situation that is in Dominica right now. I don't think he can get more clear than that.
Caution you go and put in their hand for this election. We will fix you. We will fix you for this election. I will wait closer and then I will tell them what.
Okay, guys, let's go back.
And then I will tell them what for them to do with the thing you go and put in their hand. Let us see you enter there as a prime minister again. What have you done for the people? Look, listen to you.
Let's listen to the prime minister.
2 jobs to make $1. This guy's lazy working roles.
With 2 jobs to make $1. People can't find 1 job to sustain them. You talk about 2 jobs. If you find 2 jobs in Dominica, I know back in post-mod days, I know a number of persons used to do 2 jobs. Sometimes they will work in the little what do you call that? I don't know, clubs, restaurants. They'll work in the restaurants in Picard, and they'll have they work in the restaurants in the nighttime, and then in the daytime they'll be working their jobs. If there is a teacher or something like that, that's what they'll be doing. So they'll have multiple jobs in Picard. I know that back you can do that now, but you mad. Talk about 2 jobs. Who have 2 jobs in Dominica now? That is luxury. If you have 2 jobs in Dominica now, what?
2 jobs to make $1. This guy's lazy working roles looking for a free PELAU.
The prime minister does freak me out, boy.
Looking for a free PELAU.
The man just come back after he stay quiet with his food cabway in the airport and talking about people. Boy, Mr. Easy there.
Lazy. Working in town, begging people for the PELAU, ladies and gentlemen.
But they don't have enough money to sustain them, and you're bringing up gas prices again and telling the people, are you trying to do something for the... We'll get into that in the next video.
That is what we want for Dominica. That is what we want for Dominica.
We want you out, my boy. Use the worst thing that happened in Dominica. Use the worst thing. And I remember when he came in, I was like, okay, yeah, there's a possibility. Let's see. You know, Rose, he was going to try something. Then he passed away. Then Pierre Charles, passed away. And they check in, okay, let a young man come in. Okay, let's see what the young man can do for the youth. What has the prime minister done for the youth? I remember they used to have all kind of conference and all this kind of things on top mountain. On Cabrits, I talk about mountain. On Cabrits, having conferences, brothers and sisters. For what reason? They had foul thing going on in the place. They talk about poultry. Not a black said my friend was in it. Ask him, so what's going on now? He say, boy, I don't know, no, boy. I write my thing. I write all kind of thing they tell me to write. I put everything forward for these people. I don't hear from these people again. 2 weeks they had thing in Cabrits, to teach people. Let's continue.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let us work together. Let us stay strong. Let us stay united in purpose.
With which purpose you talking about? Yourself, for you to get yourself united in my purpose. That's what you're talking about. Which united in which purpose, boy? Which purpose you talking about, boy?
You have taken unity.
No, man, I have to go back to that.
Let us work together.
Let us work together for what? For who? For the country or for yourself? Let us work together for you, apparently, it seems. Boy, all you does freak me out.
Let us stay strong. Let us stay united in purpose.
Nice things to say. It sounds nice. But in reality, it's a different story. You can talk nice just like Amber Heard. Amber Heard talking about her husband used to beat her up on this kind of thing. And like that, she scrubbed the man's entire record until now they're realizing all the information she was given was lie. Boy, she talked all kind of things, making up things. She's an actress. She acting the part there, boy. Johnny Depp checking, okay, nothing can happen. He boy lose most of, if not all of his career. She mash it up, desecrate it. No, they taking it. Then they take her to court for defamation and all the things on the table, realizing who was the real monster. She that is the monster. And telling the man, look at his size, he bigger than her, so nobody will believe him. Boy, I tell you, that is the same thing that happened in there. Talking about let us work together, and you know you're not working together. I remember when they were talking about you after Hurricane Maria, talking to the opposition, let's work together. He said that live publicly. Everybody cheered. Yoo-hoo! When it comes down to the actual, they leave them out. They leave the opposition out. They left them out.
You have taken unity away from Dominicans.
Of course, it's a partition this. If you're not supporting this, then your family cannot get. Just like the brother situation. The brother situation in La Plaine. The partner brothers living in a house because they support the government. You're not supporting the government, so you're not getting a house. But it's supposed to be for everybody. The money is not one set of people. The man living in the bush. Marquesa in 2022. And when I talk about these things, all you talk about, people are saying, "Why I talk about it? Which bad I talk about the country is lie." It's not lie. I talk about the bad leadership of the country, not the country. Dominica is a beautiful place. This is why I vlogs. I go out and I show nice place. People want to meet me. A partner come today. Said me reach Dominica. No, not today. He was in Marigot. Marigot enjoying. He said, "But the country nice and he enjoying the vibes." I tell you, yes, it's nice when it comes out to the entertainment aspect. Living is a totally different story. He say he knows. He knows. Anyways, guys, let's continue.
Also, you fought. You see that psychology you using there? You see that psychology you thinking is you alone that have there? And you working it on my people in my country? That psychology have to come back and rebound on you in Jesus' name.
Yes.
It have to rebound on you in Jesus' name.
99 days for the thief. 1 day 45. Not true. 1 day 45.
When I tell you, if you continue giving, you will not come out from there. You take it wrong. It's not just giving and not giving people an open door for them to do things for themselves.
But it's not giving. It's not the point of giving. It's the point of putting things in place for the people to run with it. This is why I'm a classic liberal, guys. I'm not workers. I'm not freedom party. I'm not. Why is the other one? Labour Partyite. I'm not those things. It is useless to me on the understanding of that. Because unless the people are elevating, then we can't go nowhere. There's also a moral obligation and there's also an economic obligation in this from my point of view as a classic liberal. But when it comes down to the people elevating, you don't see nothing like this. Nothing. How are the people elevating? They give only a raise in income over 20 years. Or you forget inflation was taking place all the time. They give only $10 to $20 raise. And they give some more people from the civil servants and they give other people some raise. But in link with the inflation, you understand inflation? Inflation happening every year, That's why ice pop back in my days used to be 25 cents. Now it's $1. Inflation right there. Same value for the same product, but different pricing. That's literally what inflation is. So if they haven't changed your salary in accordance to inflation per year, Ross used to do that for us. If inflation was 2%, they give us 3% to meet it on top. And then they giving us an additional bonus on our thing, depending on how well we work and whatnot in the place. So they used to give us an additional. Some people used to get 7% on increase on the thing. They give civil servants $10 to $20, and then they give them an additional month right there. They increase some salaries, but you have to understand how inflation works, guys. You have to understand this thing. If you don't understand this thing, you're in problem, And they're teaching this thing in school now. Maybe I learned this, I can't remember, but I remember being actively involved in economics. And when I was learning in DeVry, I figured out different things. I say, okay, that makes sense. So I understood the economy from an economic point of view. That is what swayed me to become a classic liberal in my stance. And I even went to a few conferences with Fee, understanding that vibrations, what can happen. Although Fee people are more liberal than classic liberal. Liberal is the modern liberal today, and the classic is the one that is back in the day. That's two different things right there. Just like feminism back in the day and the feminism now, modern feminism versus the feminism back then, is two completely different things. So you have to understand this from a point of view right there. Anyways, let's continue.
Where have you put jobs in place for people to even have one? Much less you calling about 1, 2 jobs. Where the 2 jobs are? That's a job like SKERRIT. All I met you.
Hey, SKERRIT say 1 to 2 jobs. It has so much jobs in the country, people can't get 2 jobs. That's crazy. That is a lie though. It sounds nice, but that's a lie. I know it used to happen back in the day. Maybe it's back in the day you're talking about. I know it happened in Portsmouth, like I said before. Anyways.
Say, okay, West Coast professor, that is your responsibility. That is your responsibility to put jobs in place for the people of Dominica.
Yep.
Dominicans are proud people. They are people that...
They used to be proud. Even people in Kulibishi will tell you about Dominica, how Dominica used to be back in the day. Dominica don't like that again, no? People are beaten, man. Beaten self.
Supposed to cut style on jobs. It's not those two little Chinese stores you put in rows, so that hardly even paying them for them to pay their rent. They cry, they're crying.
Boy,
that is not what they put you there for.
And I know how some of these workers was making, you know. Boy.
Never voted for you in my life, and I will never. I can never, because I don't vote for people. I vote for their work, what they do.
Exactly. That is my sentiment.
Voting for my country.
I was actually having a conversation, an individual talking about Lennox Linton and SKERRIT. And we say we know what SKERRIT is doing, so why not give Lennox Linton a try for him to see what he's doing? If Lennox Linton them suck, we change them. But how you trying to, you know what the president want doing, you know he killing the economy, you know he doing certain things, but you don't want to give somebody else a chance because what people saying, but you never know what the man can do. You don't know what the man can do, but you want to say let's do what? Then another one mentioned to me about, you know, putting some new young people. I say yes, it's good to put new young people. Look, we put SKERRIT there and he scrub the place. So it's not just putting young people there and say, oh yeah, young people inside there. You know what happens with a hungry man when he see food? He takes the food and eats all of it for himself. He hardly wants to share the food. You would hardly ever see that happening. But you have to understand, when a man is hungry and his seafood there, he's going to want to eat it for himself. So he can maybe take all and have some for later so he can eat, because he don't know when he's going to eat again. You got to take anybody and put them there. You have to understand, I tell you back in the day how voting used to be. Voting used to be for the educated people only. Then the system make it seem so they can change up the whole thing and make people believe, okay, it's not just the educated that have the right to vote. Everybody should have a right to vote. On the basis, then you have the majority of people who are not educated making terrible decisions for the educated. So Peter to end up paying for Paul for what the thing. And don't get me wrong, you know, guys. Education isn't just about having a degree. I find that is very stupid. Especially if you understand the system. Having a degree is only on the basis of proving to other people you can do something. But if you have the experience, this is why America is changing right now. And I think Barbados is also trying to do the same thing as well. St. Kitts is also trying to do the same thing as well. Not just having degrees. Have the experience. So you can have the right competent set of people to do it. Not because you have a degree. Some people cram their whole way in school, you know, for them to have a degree. Doesn't mean they know what they study. They have a degree. Doesn't mean they go upstairs there. You have to have the right set of people in positions. That is the vital part of it all.
I voting for people I know that can move my country forward. No
That is
matter
how it
how
should be.
beautiful, no matter how handsome, no matter how ugly. All you is ugly, all you looking for handsome, all you looking for.
Dimples.
Is handsome they were looking for in Dominica. Foolish people.
Stupid. Very stupid. Not everybody, you know, that was doing that. But the stupid ones were doing that. I go in Portsmouth and people talk about it. They can put a broom. They'll vote for it because it's nothing. What is the difference between a broom and Ian? What are Ian doing in Portsmouth, guys? Look at one of the Haitian fellas was complaining about the road that Ian himself driving on a daily basis. Finally, they fix it. Well, I think they fix it. He tell me they was doing something. All his shocks used to mash up on the road. He used to go there. But then again, he was part of the government, so they don't have to worry about that for himself. They think it of themselves, not the people. What I can get. And I think that is another problem. Talking about that very same thing. There is a problem that is happening in St. Kitts right now. The government, things are happening for the people. But some of the other government officials are inside there. They vex because they're not getting what they feel that they should be getting. And I understand if you have to get something, you get your thing. But you're trying to remove somebody because you don't feel like that person is giving you all the things that you need to get. When your whole duty is for you to do things for the people.
Looking for handsome. But are you not looking for the person that will build all your community? Or you have a person there named SKERRIT. And all all he doing is want to give all you little 10, little 5, little what? Little 10, little 5, little this can do for all you. Yes, he give all you house. Where's the document?
And he say he can't give all the documents. He said that 2 years later, Siri them was carrying this. Where's the documents? And it's not just document for house, you know. There's a residential title that's saying you have the ability to live there, but it's not your own. The Prime Minister himself admitted everything the government create is totally the state's own, not your own. So you're only there for a time, which means you can't even pass on your house to your children. Not only that though, guys, but on the other side, they're putting people in apartments. Putting you in an apartment for you to live. And you cannot pass on the apartment to your family members. You cannot do that. You cannot say, but let me bring a piece of the apartment to the bank to go and get a loan to do something.
Body house. He brushing all the important things on our side. Every time something come up, he just taking people's words and going back and remix them and use them.
Look, you take one of the ideas that I pushed on BrBpTV about using the Kenfield Airport as a track field. We have it on BrBpTV. No way we're talking about that. Using the Kenfield Airport for a sporting event. We finally heard him say that. We'll see how far that goes. You know they like to talk, not true? We pass by the airport. Bush! We see how much truck come down and passing, making noise as if thing happening. But go Wesley, go Wesley and see for yourself how much bush that in the airport, international airport. I say they're making airport for ants because apparently it's not for human beings. They're making it. How they got travel on bush? Huh? Win Zambiana, or you have to be traveling on bush plane.
He here saying that. He here saying if he's beg all you want to beg for all kind of things. So he put PELAU. Yes, let us say PELAU. He writes. But where he put jobs in place is not he that's supposed to say that. That is me that's supposed to tell that to him. And I'm telling that to him now. SKERRIT! You said it yourself. Do you want our young people to continue going out all over Rosso, all over those villages begging for PELAU?
And now again, sometimes those that don't begging is they're selling themselves. They're selling themselves. I know these are a few people that approach me, you know. But me, what? Oh, you must have mad. I telling you guys, it's getting tough out there. And people want to sell themselves, boss. I tell you, boy, ladies, ladies.
When are you going to put work in place for our young people and our people that are able people to get job for them to do? I'm gonna spit you out. Look you.
Okay. That is where SHEBA. SHEBA not easy, no. That is where we stop it right there, guys. I'll post that video, that link in the description below, so you guys can definitely check it out right there. If you have anything, let me know your thoughts in this regard. Give this video a thumbs up if you understand it, and of course, if you have not understand it, then go to the video description and get this video right there and go through the thing again. If you haven't, I tried my best to explain this whole thing for you guys. But yeah, if you haven't definitely check it out right there. Give this video a thumbs up, guys. I would appreciate that. And of course, if you want to see more, definitely subscribe. I'm gonna be dropping another one in like about 2 hours from now, so definitely look out for this one right there. I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Boom bang.